Awesome. All right. Move location real quick. Um, I was down there sitting in my bed. I'm just more comfortable right here. Let's see. The election, really religion is what I'm gonna get a couple videos on. I got stories from me being on chat roulette during Thanksgiving. Um, I've been up on Tiny Chat too. Like I kind of been getting into that. For my own personal reasons. I mean, it's really just for like entertainment. I just like to. It's really just to communicate. That's how simple I am. I mean, I don't go on there looking to chat with 50 million girls. Anything creepy like that. It's just I like to communicate with other people that I can relate to. I mean, it's the basis of talking back and forth. This is why I like to be on YouTube. And it's also like kind of a closure thing. I kind of feel I'm usually like in the loop of things, which is pretty nice considering how laid back I get. Um, like I watch TV at the most randomest time. It's not even a word. Ugh. Most randomest time. Like I'll just turn on TV, be flipping through channels, and think of my other account, I might have got a video uploaded about this. I watched a speech that Obama was giving, and I was talking about it in the video. It was like a really, really good speech. But that don't even matter now. I'm not gonna be talking about that shit because he already won the election, you know? He already won the election, and I knew he was gonna win. I just turned 18 in September, and I didn't even vote. I mean, I was too fucking lazy to go vote. You can hate on me for that if you want to, but it didn't matter because honestly, I knew Obama was gonna win. I I haven't seen nothing about Romney until they were showing those speeches only a couple months before the election, 3, 4 months before the election. I don't even know where Romney came from, what his background is, where he lives, nothing. But I mean, from what I've seen, he seems like a decent guy, of course. To be running politics, you gotta know your stuff, which he did. Some of his morals and standards and things like that, I mean, I didn't agree on. I wasn't sure what was exactly going on with the whole women's rights thing, dealing with abortion and stuff like that. As far as I understood, um, like I heard something I didn't like, which was but like I said, two-sided things. I have something else to say about that to counteract it. Um, Even in cases of rape, um, a woman could not have been given the right anymore to choose for her own body, basically. If Romney was put through, I heard he was gonna pass a bill like that. That's just what I hear. I just kept that in my thoughts when thinking about the guy, which is both good and bad, I guess. Like, here's my reaction to my reaction. In a way, as a woman, that's kind of selfish of you. I mean, I'm trying to be mean, but in a way, that's isn't that kind of selfish? I mean, yes, it's your body. You're the one who chooses to keep your legs open and obviously have sex without a condom or the condom broke or whatever happened for you to have that baby that you didn't even want in the first place. You went and made the mistake of hooking up while you're drunk, or there's a bunch of different scenarios that could lead to you having a fucking kid out of nowhere, and take a test because you get a little paranoid and you find out you're pregnant. Like, really, you're not like how selfish are you that you automatically get that feeling? Oh, I don't care for this baby. Pretty soon, I'm just gonna abort it. And then you debate yourself about keeping it because you got your own morals, your own standards of life. And then you go back and forth about keeping it or aborting it. You end up giving it to abortion. You end up going to the hospital and having your unborn fetus, killed before you could even have its first thought or come out of the womb and open its eyes and see the first thing, probably the doctor and the nurse taking you out, and then you see your mom and whatever connections you get in your heart between you and your mother at that point in time, whatever with all that stuff that comes with childbirth. That doesn't get to experience life at all or any of that. That's selfish. Why do you get to choose? Why the hell is someone else's life in your hands? Almost 99% of fucking people in the world can't be trusted with that kind of thing. That is extreme, extreme responsibility. And that's why I'm so against women just having kids. It's not right. If you're gonna have a fucking kid just to have a kid, and let's say you do, raise it, but like you're a bad parent because you weren't ready in the first place. You got to go in there and plan it. You have to have the money issues ready. You have to have a stable household. The security has to be there. You have to be confident in yourself that you're going to be able to raise this kid for its whole life until the day you can't move anymore. In a wheelchair, getting sick and old, all that, all that fun jazz. It's a lot to take in, and it takes years and years to get, honestly, to get that kind of damn confidence to be a legitimate parent to your son or daughter. I mean, my own father failed at that. I'm sure a lot of people in the world, that's a prevalent thing I've noticed. Dads stepping out on their kids, not being there when they really need you. Look them dead in the face. You look them right in the eyes, and that won't even change them. That won't change them enough to the point that I need him to be. Yeah, that makes me selfish, but god damn it, sometimes I deserve to be selfish because I'm that kind of person who really I never really think about myself. Over the years, I've noticed that how caring I can be for everybody else around me. At the end of the day, honestly, I'm not thinking about myself. And I get so caught up in other things, and I get so behind on my schoolwork, or I get behind on my job, working, I get behind on making money, taking care of myself, pretty much. I worry about so many other shit to the point where I'm not thinking about myself at the end of the night. That's not healthy. After a while, I've learned it's not healthy, and it's not doing me any good. So sometimes I deserve to be selfish, in a sense, if you think about it in the right way. That was very random, but that was with the politics and the Obama versus Romney type thing real quick. Religion, big controversial topic, prevalent throughout the whole entire world. Multiple religions, blah blah blah. If the United States of America was founded on Christian principles, by our forefathers, based off that, in God we trust on the dollar bill, because the government wants to show it actually gives a damn about religion, and it does all these little things with Hollywood and shit to influence other people and show they actually care about us. Blah blah blah. Yeah, if we were, I'm not sure. I mean, that's why I talk so etchy. If we were founded on Christian principles, how can we let freedom of religion in the United States? Um, I guess to attract immigrants and attract people in foreign areas to come over to America, and we only want to do that so they can spend their damn money here and be our guinea pig, pretty much. Yeah, I don't recommend exactly living in America. Honestly, been giving it some thought for at least 2 years now, back to back, couple months. I really put some thought into it. Now I want to leave. Honestly, when I get to a point where I'm stable enough here, I'm leaving and gonna start somewhere else. I, out of everywhere, I really want to go to Europe, but I think I will start out in Canada. Out of all places, that's just where my mind's set at the moment. That's like Europe is my dream home. I mean, there's a lot of different nice places in Europe to go to, but Canada, because I mean they got a stable government, no major wars going on, pretty peaceful. I'm not sure if our military is protecting them, and that's why they're being left alone. I mean, they're just sitting right on top of the United States, and I never, ever hear about anything in the news dealing with Canada, good or bad. They're like that peaceful and that like on the down low. That sounds like a pretty nice lifestyle to me. To go to Canada, you know. I'm pretty sure they don't have trillions of dollars of debt. They don't have a military or a president at the moment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Canada is not technically part of the United States, is it? President of the United States. Canada's not technically part of us. I think that's why they have different governments, don't they? Should I mean, brother told me because my brothers are planning to make a freaking uh, house in Canada and hunt and all this stuff, and he draws pictures and shit of all this stuff. Told me they have their own separate government. Who's their president? Like, I mean, does Obama like oversee Canada? I don't even know. I mean, but don't even care. Even if he did, I'd still go there because it's so nice. And last time I checked, it's like wilderness type, a lot of forests around, wildlife, hiking, mountains, a lot of biking and stuff. That's my kind of scenery. I live in like a township here. It's like half country roads, barely any city. I'm not a city guy. Like I don't know why. Besides to get a job, nice decent work, and I would never want to like live in the city unless I had to, because my priorities change. Everybody's priorities is different from time to time. That's the only reason why I would want to go in the city. But like really, I would survive up in Canada and make a nice family up there. Canadian girls are extremely gorgeous. I would make a beautiful family up there. And Canadian people, I mean, are decent people. Haven't lived there, so I can't really say that, but I would like to think Canadian people are really nice. Really just soft-spoken, outgoing people, laid back. Because their priorities are different. I mean, their morals are completely different from the United States. In the United States, at the same time, if we ended freedom of religion, I mean, there would be a lot of war going on. Holy religious wars, basically, going on back to back. A lot of ideas in these short videos. Yeah, what was I saying a minute ago? The United States is supposedly founded on Christian principles, etc., etc. Why do we allow freedom of religion? Yeah, to attract the immigrants, blah blah blah. Like that's it. Like that's like really it. And how in the freaking hell? Who who in the world voted on that? Who in the world decided that? The government just, since the government has all the power, I guess the government just been like, yep, we're gonna make America freedom of religion. We're gonna spread this and attract all these fucking people over here. And that's why um, bi, uh, there's biracial people here, which is like bi as in two, not as in the fucking if you're gay or not. No, bi as in two, racial. Your two races mixed, pretty much. Yeah, all the biracial people who want to come over from Europe and Australia, like Cambodia, Korea, everywhere around the world. We just attract them here, and it's just a trap. That's they have a way different way of life over there, and they don't know westernized culture or the westernized way of life of the world. And so we bring them here and we trap them and make them think it's so damn nice here. Yeah, you got the freedom, the liberty, the equality. You can get a good job. You can provide for your family. You don't starve. You're not at fear of being killed every day because your government's communist or capitalist, or it's like North Korea, which is not really communist, and then South Korea kind of in between, whatever. We always fighting each other, and the war going out on the street and the revolts, all that stuff. Yeah, we don't have that here exactly. Not everywhere in the United States. A lot of the states are actually pretty damn peaceful. I think like the worst is like New York City, and you gotta worry about thugs mugging you and raping you on the street. Not about really being policed by officers of the law, or being policed by the military, because they don't really do that down there. The military has way too much fucking power in general. I mean, Obama, I'm pretty sure he can declare martial law at any point in time. He will declare martial law when there is a revolt. The people of the United States will someday revolt against the government because we're not happy for a lot of reasons. And the reason why Obama declared martial law is because he's a little bitch. He's scared of what we're capable of. If he wasn't scared, he wouldn't give a fuck. He'd be out there in the streets riding with us. But no, he's corrupted by the white man and Congress, pays him and pays his bills to tell him what to do. First black president is not independent at all. Not really. Really in the back of his mind, he's listening to Congress, the white man, putting him down. Really. I mean, I hate to do all this terminology, but that's how life is in the White House. It's been ran by white men for decades upon decades. I don't know why we just now have a goddamn black president. I think it's because no minorities think they're fucking good enough to go to college and study for years upon years upon years and have the drive to become president of the United States. It's like, who wouldn't want to be president of the United States? It's kind of a nice position to have. You you have decent amount of power. You have a say so in what goes on in the own world that you live in, and you can actually make a change. You got a lot of money. In this day and age, if you're not rich, you ain't shit. That's how it is. It's hard, like a average guy like me, to survive out here. That's why a lot of people are in debt. Fall into the credit card schemes and advertising and prepping for 2012. I'm sure that puts you in debt. Some people spend their damn life savings probably. They're probably gonna be spending their life savings this past week on supplies and guns and ammo. Why even freak about that? Now, unless I started feeling like earthquakes and stuff, and like the outside changing dramatically at one time, like kaboom, fucking lightning strike, there's a fucking crater in the goddamn street. Yeah, I'll freak out then. When something actually legitimately happens, or it's on the news and there's a fucking alarm. If anything, I hear a bomb alarm going off. There's certain areas all across the states where they set up these alarms just in case anything bad were to happen. You're gonna hear a fucking loud ass siren warning you, get the fuck out of the United, just do what you can to hide in your bunkers, all that shit. The news, fucking, it'd be saying you're all fucked. I mean, run and hide. I don't know why anybody in America backs the fucking government. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. They have money. Money is power. Money legitimately makes the world fucking turn. Whether you believe what I say or not, you can disagree. You're ignorant as fuck. If you think the government actually gives a fuck about you. The government doesn't give a fuck about me, one single damn person. Why the fuck they give a fuck about all of us as a goddamn, it's a goddamn big ass group of people. We're just a bunch of mixed motherfuckers that we're just guinea pigs. They want us for our money and for our influence. That's really it. I'm not turning on fucking Fox 8 for a minute. That's legitimately it. I'm gonna cut this video off because now I think I read this dude's been making video. One guy made videos for 2 years, had a total of 1 million video views, had about 400 subscribers, had about only like 12,000 people actually went to view his channel. So they obviously found his videos off of other videos straight off of like the YouTube page and not went to his profile obviously. Otherwise he would have had 1 million people following him. But he said the max he had was like 40 minutes after 2 years of making videos. He had about 100 videos. So I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna record another one.